I'm not going to go Crouch.
We're talking about strikers and the best strikers in the world, and we've already spoken about the dangers of social media. So don't come for us for only picking these three. The reason why we've got these three is because they were all in action this evening, and they all played very well indeed. Lewandowski, Romelu Lukaku, Cristiano Ronaldo. And I guess maybe not Lukaku, but this is kind of more the elder statesman, because tomorrow night we're going to see some of the sort of young pretenders to the crown. But when it comes to these three, and I say to you two, who do you love as a footballer out of those three? What's your answer?
Well, I love all of them as footballers. I have to. If I have to pick one, it's Lewandowski for me.
Why?
I think in their prime, if Ronaldo's in his prime, I think you pick him because he's one of the best we've ever seen, if not the best we've ever seen. At this current moment, I just think Ronaldo is a goal scorer. I don't think that he offers quite as much as Lewandowski in an all-round game. I watched him tonight play Barcelona. I've watched him numerous times recently in the last few years, and I just think he can do everything. He's good in the air. I think he's mobile enough to go past people. I think he's technically good, skillful. He brings people into the game, and his numbers are absolutely ridiculous, as the others are as well. But I just think his all-round game at the moment is better than the other two.
Who would you least like to defend against?
That's what I was going to say. There's a couple of ways to look at it. I think as a defender, least like to defend against would probably be, for my game, when I played, would be Lukaku. He wants to contact. He's got the ability to roll you if you get too close, and he can run in the channels as well, which is a threat which defenders don't like doing. And then when he's there, he can finish, as he's proved all throughout his career. But if I was talking about somebody playing this year to finish a game off for me, I'll be taking Cristiano Ronaldo. And I think that in the biggest moments, in the biggest games, he comes up trumps all the time.
There's something else that's interesting about him. If we can just bring up the social wall just for a second, I just want to have a quick look at this. And this was...
Can I just say, though, we were just talking before with Crouchy, the fact that Romelu Lukaku's in this chat says itself the focus and determination that he's had. Because when he left Man United, if he'd have been on this grid here talking about who's one of the greatest strikers and his name was on there, in Crouchy's words, we'd have been laughed off the screens. So to see what he's done and where he is right now is a credit to himself, because it's down to sheer hard work.
Yeah, we know obviously people in the game are people who have been around him, and I think his obsession to be the best striker in the world, I think similar to maybe when Cristiano said it when you were in the dressing room with him, he said he wanted to be the best player in the world. I think Lukaku has it in his mind that he can be the best striker on the planet, and I think he's worked that hard. We know people around the game. He looks at his stats. He eats the right food now. He's doing extra training. He's obviously working harder than most to be at the level he is now. And now he's at the conversation with the world's best. And
I filmed with him the other day, and he was talking. He just wanted to talk about watching videos, and I think it was on the Monday after the game he scored on his debut for Chelsea. It was against Arsenal, wasn't it? And on the Monday I met him. He was watching videos of Virgil van Dijk and Liverpool and their chances created on that Monday. I've already got videos. And what do you reckon about this? He's a sponge.
Have you got a clip of him?
Of who?
Lukaku.
Yeah, we've got one here. Look. I mean, it's just, even the goal today, Crouchy again, I'll have to talk to you about this, because this is where you lived and breathed. This is where you looked and was comfortable to be on the shoulder of every defender. And you can see, at the minute, when the game's developing, you can see there's our man who scores the goal. And that's the position you probably peeled off probably even further, didn't you?
Yeah, I used to like peeling a little bit further, just because I always think if the cross is shorter, you can always nip across the front, but you can't get round the back. If it's hung up like this one is here, you just try and get like an arm's length just away, just to get you enough space. If you look here, look.
There's no space between them.
But what he can do from that position is he can get inside him. So if the ball is shorter...
So if it's not a good ball, he's got the ability to get in there.
So if you start in that position there on the shot, on the back of the fullback, using Jake as the big centre half, if you're at the back, if the cross is short, you can nip across the front. But if it's longer, you've got there's two crosses there that you can potentially get on the end of. And having said that, I mean, from the standing jump there...
And what's made that goal then, the ball or his movement?
I think the ball was fantastically well. I mean, there wasn't a great deal of movement. He's just in the right area. He's in the right area there to receive it into feet if he needs. And then as soon as Azpilicueta gets it, he's just peeled off the back of the defender. And you have to say, it's a fantastic header as well.
Great header.
But he's scoring all types of goals now, you know. He's always scored goals, but I think his link-up play's better. You know, he looks strong, he looks fit, and he looks composed in front of goal.
And we move on to Cristiano Ronaldo. And we looked at his goal before, but it's still worth seeing again because it was that good just for the assist, but also the movement, like you say. What I love about this is he takes his time. A lot of forwards, because the ball's on that side of the pitch, up here with Bruno, a lot of forwards get impatient and think, you know what, I've got to get over. Yeah. I've got to get over quickly. Let me get over there quick. Look how patient he is. He buys his time. And what he's doing there, he's playing on the worst position ever for this defender. He's on the defender's shoulder, so the defender's eyeballs are here. He's fixated there on the ball. He can't see Cristiano. And I think that's where Cristiano plays and likes to be. He sees that, and there's only one thing on his mind there, is this area. Get in that area there. There's where I get my goals. And again, he's on the back of the defender. And I always say this, if you can see the number on your defender's shirt, you're in business.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. I think a lot of forwards, so young age, whatever, think that you have to be between the sticks or between the goals to score goals. I think this position is. I used to favour it.
Well, the young forwards you think would want to be there or be in there.
Yeah, you know, well, you're told to be, you know, the width of the goal. Whereas I think, you know, if you're at the back there where Cristiano is, you can see the whole picture. You can see when the defender switches off.
Before
you can get across the near.
Once you're in this position as a defender, what can he now do to stop Cristiano, or is he in a world of trouble already?
So this, for instance, you're Cristiano, and I'm the defender.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at Bruno with the ball, and you're there, and you're trying to get into the goal there. The only way that I can start actually understanding this situation now is if I open my shoulders. And for that, I mean, I can then now see you, the problem, the number 9, and Bruno on the ball. The moment I'm like this, I can't see the ball and you unless if I do that, then all of a sudden I can't see Bruno.
Right.
And I need to be able to see both in the best case scenario. But this is one of the most difficult things for any young defender to do, and you don't master it even as a veteran sometimes.
All three of them are in the wrong position there. Then. Certainly the centre half and the left-sided one.
No, it is crazy. But again, a great ball and a great finish. Lewandowski, let's not forget about our big man Lewandowski, who's a fantastic player. But I love his composure in front of goal, and here you see it in a second. The ball gets rebounded here. Some people will just snatch at that, sits the defender down, no less than someone like Gerard Piqué, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it literally stand down. It was a great move. But even his first goal, you know, it was fantastic technique to set himself and finish. But this goal, yeah, composed and ruthless is exactly what he is. Efficient, ruthless, composed. Fantastic player.